Welcome back to 504 Road Trips. Today, after 8.5 long months and 82 videos, we present our final video in the US-61 series as we enter the city of Kenner, Louisiana in Jefferson Parish. Kenner is the largest city in Jefferson Parish and the largest incorporated suburb of New Orleans. At the 2020 census, Kenner had 66,448 residents. Kenner was named for miner Kenner and founded on land that consisted of 3 plantation properties that had been purchased by the Kenner family. At the time, all land north of what is now Airline Drive was swampland. Kenner's growth began in the late 1950s when developers began subdividing, draining, and filling the swampland in the northern half of the city. During the 1960s, the construction of Interstate 10 and improvements to Veterans Memorial Highway aided the rapid development of Kenner as a suburb of New Orleans. The Louis Armstrong New Orleans International Airport, known to us old-timers as Moisant Field, is on the left. The airport terminal is now located on the opposite side of the airport, and the original terminal buildings and parking garages are adjacent to Airline Highway. The old terminals and gates are planned to be repurposed for private flights, and the old parking garage is now economy parking, involving a lengthy shuttle ride to the new terminal. In 1982, a Pan Am 727 Clipper Defiance, Flight 759, crashed in a residential area of Kenner just after takeoff when microburst-induced wind shear forced it down. 8 people on the ground perished, as well as all 145 people aboard the aircraft. 6 houses were completely destroyed and 5 more substantially damaged. Flight 759, along with Delta Airlines Flight 191, which crashed at Dallas-Fort Worth International due to similar circumstances 3 years later, led to the development of the Airborne Wind Shear Detection and Alert System and the Federal Aviation Administration mandate to install wind shear detection systems at airports and onboard aircraft in the U.S. by 1993. We cross Williams Boulevard, the main north-south thoroughfare through Kenner, extending from the Mississippi River to Lake Pontchartrain. Most of Williams Boulevard is overlapped by Louisiana Highway 49. Also note that Airline Highway has been renamed Airline Drive in Jefferson Parish, in an effort to clean up the highway's notorious history due to the seedy motels that once lined it. We enter the census-designated place of Metairie, the largest community in Jefferson Parish, covering most of the area of Jefferson Parish on the east bank of the Mississippi River. Metairie had a population of 143,507 as of the 2020 census, and is the fifth largest census-designated place in the United States. If it were an incorporated city, it would rank at number 4 by population in Louisiana. Metairie is home to Lakeside Shopping Center, the highest-grossing mall in the New Orleans metropolitan area. Metairie has a large Mardi Gras celebration that touts itself as more family-friendly than the New Orleans Mardi Gras. We cross David Drive and Hickory Avenue with the northern terminus of LA 3154 to the right. On the right, in rapid succession, is LaSalle Park, a facility of the Jefferson Parish Recreation Department, and then the Jefferson Performing Arts Center, the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office 4th District Patrol Division, and then the former Zephyr Field, later known as the Shrine on Airline and now the Gold Mine on Airline. The stadium was originally home to the New Orleans Zephyrs AAA minor league baseball team. The team began to play in 1993 as the Zephyrs. In 2017, a rebranding occurred, and a contest was held to pick the new name of the team. The entries were narrowed down to 7 finalists, and the asinine decision was made to choose Baby Cakes as the new name, presumably an entry by a drooling preschooler. The new name was met with disappointment from fans, claiming that the name was unsuitable for a sports team and that the name did not reflect local culture. It was argued that the Zephyrs had relocated to New Orleans from Denver and had no regional significance, except it did, as any New Orleanian over the age of 10 at the time knew that one of the 2 famous roller coasters at the former Pontchartrain Beach amusement park was called the Zephyr. In 2019, the team played their final game as the Baby Cakes and relocated to Wichita, Kansas, scrapping the ridiculous name. The stadium is now used as the home field for the New Orleans Gold team in Major League Rugby. Here we cross Clearview Parkway, LA 3152, which runs from Lake Pontchartrain several miles to the left to US Highway 90 just short of the Mississippi River and the Huey P. Long Bridge a few miles to the right. We're now running between I-10 to the left and the Earhart Expressway, which is nearby to the right. Here we see an unusual 3-level stacked roundabout interchange with Causeway Boulevard. Airline Drive runs under Causeway below grade, also crossing under the Norfolk Southern Railroad tracks, which run diagonally through the interchange. Causeway crosses high above, and in between is an elevated roundabout allowing traffic to go in any direction with minimal delays. The interchange was built in 1957 and as far as I know is the only interchange with this exact configuration in the United States. After Causeway, US-61 widens to 4 lanes in each direction all the way to I-10. We enter Orleans Parish in the city of New Orleans here, and the name of US-61 changes back to Airline Highway briefly. Airline Highway forms the border between the Palm Air neighborhood on the left and Holly Grove on the right. We reach an interchange with Interstate 10, and somewhere up in here, US-61 becomes Tulane Avenue. We enter the mid-city neighborhood of New Orleans here. Tulane Avenue has undergone a major facelift in recent years, and if you look back through the 504 Road Trips archives, you can find a before and after video of Tulane Avenue heading back in the opposite direction. So here we are almost to the southern terminus of US-61 after a 1,400 mile journey through 8 states spanning almost the entire north-south length of the United States. We've crossed every major east-west interstate and US highway in the country with the exception of US-90, which we'll see at the very end. US-61 terminates at the intersection of Tulane Avenue and South Broad, and there's a US-61 end sign on the neutral ground to the left. This ends today's video as well as the US-61 series. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, post a comment, subscribe, share and follow us on social media, and join us for our next 504 road trip.